Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. And I'm back. We're going to try and finish up this little envelope thing today and get some things put in it. I wanted to show you this tape and how it turned out. You can see that I got it too wet and it started to curl. So shame on me for getting it too wet. So don't get it too wet. Now this one was my first one, so of course it's a lot drier. But you can see as I got a little braver. But anyway, I have one other one. Let's see. Here we go. This one I did not get a whole bunch wet. I just painted it mostly. Now this is Robin's. Robin's looks more vintage and antiqued, and so I have to practice a little more to get the right color. So but anyway, it was a good start and I'm happy with my results. So I'm going to, I'm not sure how to store it. I think I need something to store between them. Hang on. Let's see what we got here. Let me get rid of this tapey part up here. I'm missing a pair of scissors. So, let's see. Well, it still really sticks to that too, so I don't know. Look at this. I'm making a mess. Darn it. Oh, Angie. Oh, goodness. Well, I made a mess, didn't I? Well, I just need to redo this project, that's all. I need to revisit it, but not right today. Okay, let's throw that away. Darn it, I had some pretty pieces there, too. I'm going to throw that one away, too. Yeah, I just got it too wet, is all. It's all. That's all there was to it. Oh boy. It sticks better to this than it does to that. I think I'll just leave it on there. Okay. I have to find my big scissors. Oh, there they are. I moved them because I had to get flowers ready to take to my granddaughter's dance. Not competition. Performance. A ballet and dance performance. She wants to stop doing ballet. She's so good. She's a natural. She has natural talent at it. The teacher's like, oh, she'll never come back to it. But she's going into her high school year now, and she wants to. She did make the dance team at the high school. So there's that. And yeah, that's what she wants to focus on now, is the dance team. So, yeah, I suppose, you know, if that's where her heart is now. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay, now I'm going to put this one over this one. And this one over that one. And then I want to put these in here. Hopefully they won't just stick to everything. Hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome back. Good to see. Good to get those good vibes from all you guys. I really can't see you, but I can pretend. Anyway, it is good to get the good vibes and see the numbers. So here is the nearly finished little folio we were making. Remember, I started out with this one, and the flap came off, so the flap ripped, so I cut the rest off. The first one, I had so many problems with it ripping and tearing and coming unglued, and you know, it was kind of like one of those pieces that was saying, I don't want to be made. Don't make me up. I don't want to do it. So I let it go. I will use the pockets in the journal. This will make a nice side pocket. And these will make great pockets. So let's see, you know, what it would kind of be like on a piece of paper here. I don't know if this is the right size, but it'll be close. So if we put this one on, well, it would be the envelope, wouldn't it? Let me see what size this is. That's almost 11, so it must be 8.5 by 11. Yeah, 8.5. Okay. So if I were to cut these off right here, I might have to seal this back up, but I'll cut that better when I have more time to look at it better. But here we will have an envelope, and then here we would have, this would go on the page this way. Now we'd probably have to cut it down a little bit here as well. So let's just go across here. So we would have two of these. We'll trim them better. And then we would have this one. Whoops. I whacked my sewing machine. We'd have this one. We'd cut it down to about here. There. So we would have this here, and it would be a pocket here and here. So that would work. And then, of course, like I said, we would put these on as well. And just have our fancy smancy pockets all ready to go. So not so bad. It's going to work out okay. Yep, going to work perfect. So there we go. We have some pockets and a bigger pocket that we've already pre-made for something. And then we have this little piece here that was the yeah, sometimes pieces just don't work, you know. You just keep messing with them and stuff, and they just it's just not worth it after a while. It just gets worse and worse and worse. So I'm going to put this half an envelope in here, and I'm going to put it up there with the scrap paper for this. So let's have a peek. Oh, for skill and amusement only. That's what this is all about down here. That goes up in the word box. I'm not going to throw it in right there. So, okay. There is so much to be thankful for. And then I put this little butterfly stamp here, paper behind it. And there is wonder in simplicity. And then you open it, and of course here's the one we did together, these two. The butterflies. And that butterfly. The butterfly. And then I put the words on here, be joyful. And here I just made a cluster. They don't come out. These were pretty fragile tickets. They were breaking, so I was just gluing them down as I went. This was a Tim Holtz one, of course. But anyway, I put the butterfly on there. And here it says cherish each day. And then there's this inside of here. Now this is one that we worked on together. So this will be a nice journal card in here. When I find my charm box, we'll put charms on this. Or maybe we'll just tie some little ribbon things on it. I don't know yet. So that is in there. So I do have to finish that part. And then we flip it over like this. And inside of here, I put Wander Without Reason. This is a card we worked on together. We put the gold around the edge. And always remember, you are unique. And then, of course, we have this one, which I think is very pretty. And this one. I love this channel here. I just think that looks cool. So, that is that. I just think that it's turning out pretty nice. This is one of those stamp things we made together, where we made the stamp and then put in the postmarks and stuff. And then, let's see, what else did I wanted to let you know that Tammy Van Antwerp is an influencer. And she influenced me by by showing me all the beautiful, very beautiful gel prints she made. They were so pretty, and I just had to go finally and order from PM Artist Studio. And so let me show you what I got. We have Creeping Vines. All of these are 9x12s. So this is called Creeping Vines. And let me find a piece of paper here so you can actually see it. And let's see. Might have to go out just a little further. Oops, that's closer. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Find a longer piece of paper. That's not a longer paper. Well, maybe it is a little bit. But it's not wide enough. So there we go. Isn't that beautiful? Creeping Vines. So thank you, Tammy, for influencing me. I so appreciate it. Maybe I could use this. What they came in. This next one is called Happy Stream, and I absolutely adore this one. Look at this. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Now I see a face right here. A neck, my face. So, yeah. So I do plan on getting my gel printing plates out. This next one is called Circular Streams. And in the picture, this one looks so amazing. You know, just kind of all kind of shaped and stuff. It was very cool. Oh, there's a little dot in there we can get rid of. And so there's that one. And then I got the sticky geraniums. Now this one was influenced by let me think. Nancy at the Handy Scandy. I believe it was her that had it. Sticky geranium, and I just love the name, but I also love geraniums. So there we go. There's that one. Or you could say it maybe goes this way. So she was the influencer on that one. And then here is the manhole 3-dash. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Very, very fun. And here is the Elegant Mayhem. Now, I love mayhem. So this is perfect. I like happy mayhem, not distressing mayhem. Oh, there's that one. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. It's been a busy day. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Tapestry. My life has been a tapestry. Here it is. Here's the tapestry part of that. Isn't that a beauty? Look at that. Just, oh, beautiful. I hope, knock on wood, that I can make these things look good. This next one is emulsion. And I love this one too. And this one comes with its inner parts too, so you can lay those down on the, you know, on your gel plate. So we have all those. Get in there. And then oh, it's just not going in there right. So let's see if we can get it to go right. There we go. So I flip that over that way. And then here is that one. Isn't that beautiful? I feel like it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of cozy in a way. Like you're being hugged by all these fluffy things. I don't know, maybe not. So anyway, yeah, I really had fun going over to get these, and gosh, I have so many. I didn't even get through the whole list. So anyway, PM Artist Studio, I'll put them down in the description box, as well as, I don't know what else. Oh, I wanted to show you what they sent in the little Happy Mail bag. There is a little tiny guy. And then, oh, I'm so sorry. Look at this one. Isn't that a beauty? I wish you could feel them. Here, let me see if I can get this above my light a little, my lens a little bit. There we go. Pretty, huh? This one is Convex by Christy Hartman. And here is this really pretty one. This one has a lot of fun texture. No idea who did that one. And then here's this one. No, I don't have any name on that one. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Got the leaves back there. Gosh, it's pretty. Guyfon's shell. I'm sorry I messed that up. Here it is. And Love is Love. BB26. And then, of course, the PM artist people, Patricia and Mariah. So thank you, Patricia and Mariah, and Christy Hartman, and that other name. And thank you to all the artists who came up with the ideas for these, because they are absolutely stunning, and I am excited to use them. But I am new at this too, so I don't know. I've done them in the past, but not a lot. Okay, so then we have, quite some time ago, I placed an order for some papers, and I got the name of the business through Michael's Crafts. If you might remember, it was Stamplistic. And they were on back order for this one and this one. Now, you saw the small one of this one. So let's take a quick peek at it. And I'm still back ordered on one, which is Indigo Papers. And it's just a pretty blue. And, you know, I don't normally like blue, but I do love indigo. And I know it's blue. But I just love the indigo color, and it was a very pretty setup. So here is this one, and I just love the colors on this one, the yellows and the greens. It's just so, it's so me. I love when all the flowers start coming on in spring and everything starts coming back to life. It just makes me feel wonderfully alive. And hydrangeas, oh, they're so pretty. And then this is a very vintage feel to it and has some beautiful kitty cats. It reminds me of my cousin Kathy. Hi, Kathy! And then we have these beautiful cards. We have, I don't know what that one says. The Empress, Temperance, the Lovers, the Emperor, the Moon, the Star, Death, oh, Justice, and then these beautiful flowers here. Isn't that pretty, 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 pretty? Yummy. Oh, look at that one. That's very beautiful. And it has, oh, I love this cat. So we have some great things here to make some ephemera with, and some, we should be able to make some really cute. You know what I love about this piece is it's almost divided in half. This cup prevents it from being divided in half, but in all actuality, they planned it very well for journal makers, and yeah, and for little folios and stuff. Very, very pretty. This is kind of like a stained glass, kind of like a tulip and heart, and the peacock. You know, I love peacocks, and I would just wait and wait for them to raise their tail up. I don't know if they raise their tail when they get mad, but anyway, I would just wait so patiently. And then, of course, I'd be called along. Angela, keep up. Like, man, I'm here to see stuff. I want to see it. So, but I love to watch them. They were kind of scary if they'd follow you, because, you know, you never know what they're going to do. And, but they're so absolutely beautiful. But they are the noisiest things ever. They have a lot to say in a very loud way. This is very pretty. Lots of gold back in here, and The greens and the pinks and the yellows. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's a whole big thing here, where every flower, every breeze seems to dance in quiet harmony, a star for every dream, where petals meet poetry. Wow, I'm going to have to read this whole thing, but not right now. Beautiful. Really stunning. Must be the cat's palace. Ah, look at that. Oh, how pretty. Fussy cutting time. Oh, yeah. Some more beautiful flowers. Those, are these kind of like a tiger lily, maybe? No? Maybe. And then we have this beautiful one. Scroll work. Oh, I love that. Look at the colors in that peacock. And then this one. Oh, what a typewriter, huh? Wouldn't you like to have one like that? I would. My son would. And then the front cover, of course, has some really nice artwork on it, too. Nice book cover right there. That's a nice book cover, too. Front and back. Yeah. Just marvelous. I love it. So there is that one. And then let's take a peek at this one. I'm not going to squish this back in here right this second. But I do want to put the tape down so I don't stick it to the paper. This one is celestial. I can't say it. Celestial. I'm in a tongue twister. She's got a twisted tongue. Oh no. Okay, I'll put that over there. Okay, let's go to the front cover. Ah, there's another beautiful cover for a book. Looks like there's a little bit of color missing here, maybe. So I would probably put that in gold. I have a gold paint pen that would work. Also, you could use your gold stickles. That would work too. The stars are the landmarks of the universe. To the moon and back. Only in the darkness can you see the stars. Yeah, isn't that true? Oh, I'd love to go up in a big balloon. Celestial. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How pretty is that? Oh, I want to go to the stars. Look at this. Wow. Oh my, my, my. This is really beautiful paper. This is like that indigo color. I love it. Absolutely love it. Look at this one. This is why I got this one, was because of this blue and turquoisey and the indigos, and look how these yellows come in, and you know, blue and yellow have a comfort with each other anyway. But oh gosh, just love it. Oh, look at that one. Oh my goodness. I really don't have any plans for this one at all. What is this, like the cloison? Is that what you call it? That's what it looks like. Oh my. It's like splattered with gold. Yeah, and all these things. I wonder how they do that to get it to look so much like it's gold, you know, sparkling. That is really cool. Here we have the sun, the world, the moon, the magician, the empress, and the stars. Very, very pretty. Oh, look at that. Boy, isn't that pretty? But you'd want to use the cards on the front. Definitely want to turn those into journal cards. Oh, the magic of castles in the sky and all these gears and cogs and flowers and balloons, crystals. Oh, it is magical, isn't it? Look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh my goodness, look at these. There was a lady that used to paint cats, and they always had the biggest, most beautiful eyes. And the way she got the eyes to shine was clear nail polish. She would put it in on the eyes on the paintings, and it would almost make them look like they had resin over them. But it was clear fingernail polish. So it was very cool though. Aw. So simple yet so pretty with the stars sparkling and shining. Oh, how pretty. Oh my. How wonderful that people can be so creative. I'll tell you the name of this in just a minute. Besides, maybe I can tell you who made it. And the other one too, I'll look. Look at that. Some have the face and the moon, and some have the clouds and the moon. Just beautiful. Oh, I think this might be a Ciao Bella. We'll look here in just a second. Oh. Something inside her was made of moonflowers. That must be these, the moonflowers. So let's see if it's a Ciao Bella. It might be. Yeah, Ciao Bella. One each of 12 double-sided papers, 190 GSM, acid and linen free. Made in Italy by Ciao Bella. And then of course you get this designs on the front cover here too. And the other one I believe is a Ciao Bella. Let's find out. Yeah, it's Ciao Bella. Artemis. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that is my share for the day. And very sorry I didn't get a video posted today, but I wanted to tell you about my day a little bit. It was a very interesting day. I started off with, since my husband and I have been married, I have collected little bears I used to collect tiny bears, stuffed bears. And so I finally took them down a couple months ago, and I took them off the tops of our dressers, and I put them in our closet. Well, I've decided that I am going to get rid of all of them. But I've got this huge collection of stuffed bears. And they none of them have had smoke around them. None of them have been played with. A lot of them still have their tags on them. Their label tags, that hang on them. Like these, tags. And, I mean, they're absolutely beautiful, beautiful bears. And the reason I collected them was because I could walk through a store, and if I would see a bear that had big sad eyes, or that just kind of kept catching my attention, I would have to buy it and take it home, because I felt like it needed to go home with me. It's like when a piece of paper falls on your desk and you're like, oh, I got to use that in my journal somewhere because it keeps falling down here. And so anyway, I have all these bears. So I pulled all those out of the closet. And then it was a two-tone reason, because I was after all the recipes that my mother had handwritten down for years and years, her whole life with my dad. And in our kitchen, she had a drawer that she just stuffed all these into. And as my dad got older, he got really upset about that drawer, because he started cooking and he wanted to rearrange, because my mom, lost her ability to move around a lot. And my dad wanted to rearrange the kitchen his own way. Well, he threw all of her recipes out. So I ran out and rescued them all. Great big box of them. And took them into Mom's craft room and put them in a box in there. But she was so livid about him throwing away her recipes that she threw them away again. Well, I rescued them again. And I hid them in her craft room. And so I was after all of these recipes today, because my family keeps sending out a text message. We have a group text, and it's like, does anybody have the bread pudding recipe that Mom always made? I'm like, oh man, I said, I don't think I have that one. It's like one I don't think I've seen. Well, I'll be darned. I pulled out a bunch of recipes, and it was right there on top. So then somebody else wanted another recipe, and then I thought, I'm going to pull all these out, and I'm going to scan them so that it's in Mom's handwriting, and I'm going to put them on thumb drives and give each of my brothers and sisters a thumb drive of the recipes. And so that's what this was all about. That's what got me in the closet. That's what got the bears pulled out and put on my bed, because the dog thinks they're for her. She's like in heaven. She's like, oh, Mom, thank you. And Dale and I are saying, no, no, no. Leave that one there. But anyway, she hasn't gotten any yet. I would cry if she did. So anyway, that's what started this all, was just trying to get into my closet, because I had in there my big sewing machine, which my really big sewing machine, and it's an Elissimo, and it is in my room now, and it's all nice and warmed up and ready to go, and I've been playing with it, and I have a nice table right beside me here, and so I've got my sewing machine, and I've got my back order, and it's almost all here, and I've been influenced by Tammy, because she's now an influencer, and I went and bought stencils. Thank you, Tammy. I'm so glad I did. I love stencils. So anyway, that is what I've been doing. So all day I've been decluttering, and I've been putting all the recipes, into kind of an order. And then I came across all my old stuff on making rosaries and stuff like that. So I'm going to take all of my old pamphlets and stuff that I had on how to say a rosary or certain kinds of prayer beads, and I'll take those to local churches that would use them. I know the Catholic Church will use most of them. So I came across that, and then I came across all of the cards that Dale and I have exchanged over the years. Now, it's not all of them. And, wow. Anyway, I put the cards on the bed. I put the stuff I want to take to the churches on the bed. All the bears are on the bed. That bed is so full. It's no wonder I could not get into my closet. So I've been decluttering all day. And it's been very interesting. I've ordered a book on Swedish death cleaning. It's where it sounds horrifying, but it's not. Because I have certain things that I want my girls to have. And so part of the Swedish death cleaning is like the items that I have for my girls, I'm going to talk to them and tell them that they can take them now. The reason is because when I pass along, I don't want them to have to take care of all that stuff. They know they're going to have to take care of their art room, but really the art room is mostly organized. I mean, it could be easily by the box or by the, whatever, priced out and sold in an estate sale. So it's no problem there. But yeah, I've got some very expensive china that I know that the girls want. So I'm going to talk to each of them and tell them that they can come and pick out the things they want. And I know the things that Jessie wants. She's in Kansas. But yeah, I'm going to let them have it now so they can do what they want with it instead of thinking, getting overwhelmed with everything. Because there's a lot of stuff that I brought home that was not inherited as much as it was inherent that somebody took it. And I had a lot of the pictures and stuff up on my walls. And then one day I got up early. I'm usually up around 3 or 4 o'clock. And I looked around the walls, and it was my mom. It was her life on the walls. And so that day I took them all down, and they are now put away in my closet. My closet has been a storage room forever. I cannot get to my clothes in it. There's lots of genealogy in there that came from Mom's estate and Dad's estate. There's a lot of old letters that came from Mom's estate. We collect them in genealogy for the sake of preserving family and, things like that. And yeah, it's just so much stuff is stored in my closet. And I just, I told my husband, I said, look, we've been married almost 50 years now. This closet's got to get cleaned up. I have to have it the other half of my life, the rest of my life. I have to use it. And I have to have access. I don't want to go in there someday and fall down and break my hip and can't get out, you know, and not have anybody come find me forever. But anyway, Swedish desk cleaning. I ordered the book, and I think it'll be interesting, if not maybe a little awkward. But, and I know the kids would feel really awkward, but I want them to have the things that they want. Of course, I had to explain to my husband, no, this is not your stuff that I'm talking about. It's mine. I'm a collector. I have glassware, and I have some pretty expensive pieces that are worth quite a bit. And I have old perfume bottles, and I have my vintage handbags, hundreds of them. Beaded handbags and mesh handbags and all kinds. It's an amazing collection, and actually that is going on Etsy very soon. I'm working up my excitement to do Etsy. I have to get excited about it. So anyway, that is all I have for today. I'm sorry I didn't keep dragging you along on this, but I don't want to keep dragging you along on, you know, envelope folios. We need to finish up our big journal, our 3 signature one, and I need to get that listed. I just have so much I want to do, and yeah, and my big sewing machine, it threads itself. It actually inserts that thread through that tiny needle hole. How does it do that? I can't thread my needle anymore. That's why I had to get my big machine out. But I love it. I'm going to play with it. And when I saw that bag that Robin made and the little Kleenex thing, I knew I had to get my sewing machine out, and I have to play with it. So anyway, can't ever break a sewer's desire to sew. So anyway, that's all I have today. Thank you for hanging out with me and for listening to me and talk about this and that. And I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, you're all really important to me. And not just because I think it's just the community and the camaraderie and the pen pally things that we get going down in the description below in the comments, and yeah, and we get to see so many great videos. Isn't it fun? I just love it. So anyway, I will be back tomorrow with another video. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you all have a great evening. Good night.